Good afternoon. Well, I'll get comfortable. I've been sitting here a long time. I've done quite a few videos today. This will be the last one for today. It's not the daily, it is the Bible daily dip, but it's already planned to do Jeremiah. I've planned to get to the end of Jeremiah and then start at the beginning where we didn't begin in the first place. You know what I mean? So today I believe we're on Jeremiah chapter 48. I don't recall that I have recorded. I haven't checked facts today, but it's the prophecies against Moab. I believe that the last one I did was a short one on chapter 47. So I'm sure I'm almost right. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I don't think I have recorded this. Okay. Prophecies against Moab. On Moab, Yahweh God of Israel says this through Jeremiah. Wretched Nebo, for it has been ravaged. Kiriathaim has been shamed and taken. Shame and distraction on the citadel. The pride of Moab is no more. At Heshbon they plotted her downfall. Come, let us put an end to her as a nation. And you too, inhabitants of madmen, will be silenced. The sword will be after you. A cry of agony goes up from Horonaim. Devastation, dire calamity. Moab has been shattered. The agonized cries of her little ones ring out. Up the slope of Luhith, weeping they go. On the road down to Horonaim is heard the shriek of disaster. Away! Flee for your lives! Like the wild donkey into the desert. Yes, indeed, since you relied on your deeds and your wealth, you will be captured too. Chemosh will go into exile with all his priests and princes. The despoiler will descend on every town. No one will escape. The valley will be ravaged, the plain be plundered. As Yahweh God has said, give Moab wings so that she can fly away, for her towns will be laid in ruins, where no one will ever live again. Accursed be he who does Yahweh God's work negligently. Accursed be he who deprives his sword of blood. From his youth, Moab lived at ease. He settled on his lees, never having been decanted, never having gone into exile. And so he kept his own flavour. His aroma was unchanged. And so the days are coming, Yahweh God declares, when I shall send him decanters to decant him. They will empty his pitchers and break his wine jars to bits. Moab will be shamed by Chemosh, then as the house of Israel was shamed by Bethel, in which they put their trust. How can you say, we are heroes? Sturdy fighting men? Moab has been ravaged, his cities scaled. The flower of his youth goes down to the slaughter, declares the King, whose name is Yahweh Sabaoth. Moab's ruin is coming soon. His downfall comes at top speed. Grieve for him, all you living near him. All you who knew his name, say, how shattered it is, that mighty rod, that splendid sceptre. Come down from your glory, Sit on the parched ground, daughter of Dibon, for the despoiler of Moab has advanced on you. He has destroyed your strongholds. Stand by the roadside, keep watch, daughter of Aroer. Question fugitive and runaway. Ask, what has happened? Moab has been shattered and shamed. Wail and shriek. Shout along the Arnon. Moab has been laid waste. Judgment has also come on the plain, on Holon, Jarzah, Mepayath, Dibon, Nebo, Beth Diblahaim, Kiriathaim, Beth Gamul, Beth Meon, Kerioth, Bozrah, and all the towns of Moab, far and near. Moab's horn has been cut off. His arm is broken, Yahweh declares. Make him drunk. He has set himself up against Yahweh. Let Moab wallow in his vomit and become a laughingstock in his turn. Was Israel not a laughingstock to you? Was he caught red-handed with the thieves, for you to shake your head whenever you mention him? Leave the town. Make the rocks your home, inhabitants of Moab. Learn from the dove that makes its nest in the walls of the gaping gorge. We have heard about Moab's pride, so very proud. What arrogance, what pride, what conceit, what a haughty heart. I know all about his presumption, Yahweh declares, his empty boasting, those empty deeds of his. And so I lament for Moab, for all Moab I raise my cry, and mourn for the people of Kirhers. More than for Jazer I weep for you, vineyard of Sibmah. Your shoots stretched beyond the sea, they reached all the way to Jazer. On your harvest and vintage the despoiler has descended. Gladness and joy have vanished from the orchards of Moab. I have dried up the wine in the presses, the treader of grapes treads no more. The joyful shouting has ceased. The cries of Heshbon and Elileh can be heard as far as Jahaz. The shrieks resound from Zoar to Horonaim and Eglath Shelishah, for even the waters of Nimrim have become a wasteland. And in Moab I shall make an end, Yahweh declares, of anyone offering sacrifice on the high places, and anyone offering incense to his gods. That is why my heart sobs like a flute for Moab, sobs like a flute for the people of Kirhers, since the wealth he had acquired is lost. Yes, every head is shaved, every beard cut off. Gashes are on every hand, sackcloth round every waist. On all the housetops of Moab and in all its squares there is nothing but lamenting, for I have broken Moab like an unwanted pot, Yahweh declares. How shattered he is. Wail, Moab, so shamefully in retreat. Moab has become a laughingstock, a thing of horror to all his neighbours. The Yahweh God says this. Look, like an eagle, he will hover, spreading his wings over Moab. The towns have been captured, the strongholds seized, And the heart of Moab's warriors that day will be like that of a woman in labour pains. Moab will be destroyed, no longer a people, for setting itself up against Yahweh God. Terror, the pit and the snare for you, inhabitant of Moab, Yahweh declares. And anyone who escapes from my terror will fall into the pit, and anyone who climbs out of the pit will be caught in the snare. Yes, I shall bring all this on Moab. When the year comes for punishing them, Yahweh God declares. In the shelter of Heshbon, the fugitives have paused, exhausted, but fire will burst from Heshbon, a flame from the palace of Sion, consuming the brows of Moab, the head of a turbulent brood. Disaster for you, Moab. The people of Shemosh are lost, for your sons have been taken into exile and your daughters into captivity. But I shall bring back Moab's captives in the final days, Yahweh God declares. Thus far the judgment on Moab. This is the word of the Lord. Well, guys, Jeremiah is getting more and more powerful in his declarations, so tomorrow or the next time we'll be on chapter 49 of Jeremiah. I don't know how we've got this far, but we have. Okay, God bless. That's all of the Bible dips today. Have a wonderful rest of the day. At least we've still got some nice weather out there. I've got my windows wide to get the oxygen in my lungs while I'm reading. All right, have a peaceful, restful time, a happy time with whoever you're with. I am alone, but I have the Lord with me, so I don't mind.